Gladiator vs. Juggernaut is a matchup I am sure that I have done before, but for one reason or another, I just can't find the video. So here's the matchup again with the latest updates. Gladiator is the guardian and the champion of the Shi'ar Empire. In short, he is Marvel's Superman. He possesses all Superman's powers including flight, super hearing, heat vision, X-ray vision, and super breath, but none of his weaknesses. Gladiator is a godlike being who possesses superhuman strength, speed, stamina, durability, endurance, and healing. He is powerful enough to destroy a dead planet with his bare hands. The writer here describes Gladiator as a god. The lifeless rock has weathered the death of galaxies. All of that is meaningless against the rage of a god. There is no sound in the void of space, but if there was, it might sound like, "Behold the corpse of a world, slain by the hands of an angry god." The best description of Gladiator's powers comes from his son Kid Gladiator, who states that he saw his father destroying moons, felt his eye beams burn hotter than the sun, and has seen him tearing apart a black hole with his bare hands. He said that while he was watching his father getting severely beaten by the Phoenix-powered X-Men. Gladiator is easily one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel Universe. His feats include fighting and knocking Thor out with one single punch. I've made a video about this book in specific, and I'll leave an annotation for those who have not watched it yet. He recently beat Beta Ray Bill, who defeated Thor in the past. The book does not show much of the fight, rather than few panels in which Bill hurls Mjolnir at Gladiator, then engages him before showing Gladiator victorious, and Bill knocked out unconscious. He is more powerful than Wonder Man, who admits that Gladiator would have taken his head off had the punch connected. After soundly defeating Wonder Man, Gladiator engaged Eric Masterson Thor, who stood helpless against the powerful alien. At one point, Thor blasted Gladiator with Mjolnir, but the blast just bounced off his chest. Gladiator went on to severely beat Thor, stating that he is a true warrior who will never be beaten by a buffoon like this Thor. Thor's feelings and bones were hurt alike, but he is not going to lose in his own book against the bad guy, even if this bad guy happens to be a godlike being with Superman's powers. Thor realized that he had no chance whatsoever defeating Gladiator by his own, so he resorted to Mjolnir to summon the elements of storm, including lightning, thus controlling and using the superhero known as the Living Lightning, and forcing him to blast Gladiator in a cheap shot, as stated by the Living Lightning himself. The stunned Gladiator became defenseless and was easily taken down by Thor. I can't consider this win as a proof of anything and can't be compared to Gladiator knocking Thor out with a punch. Gladiator needed no help whatsoever and did not summon anyone to destroy Thor, and it did not take him more than a punch to send him into oblivion, while Thor here was in urgent need for the Living Lightning's help to turn the table on Gladiator. Thor is loco. He used me, exploited me for a cheap stunt. I thought Avengers treated each other with more respect, said the Living Lightning. Eric Masterson may not be as skilled or as experienced as the real Thor, but this does not change the fact that Gladiator would have finished him had not Thor summoned the lightning. Just remember what he said about every single bone hurts in his body. Check out the annotation for more about this event. Gladiator also defeated Hyperion, who is widely considered as another Superman's clone, and one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel Universe. The battle took place in deep space, where they were fighting at amazing speed of nanoseconds. Gladiator managed to break Hyperion's back. There is no sound in space, yet Hyperion could swear that his ears perceive the sound of vertebra breaking moments before blackness overtakes him. His amazing speed is actually no less impressive than his incredible strength. As stated by Reed Richards, Gladiator can fly 100 times faster than light. A piece of debris from a huge blast is heading straight for Earth, and its velocity is 100 times the speed of light. This piece is Gladiator himself. Gladiator's major weakness is that his abilities increase and decrease in accordance with his level of confidence, and he is vulnerable to a certain form of radiation, as we saw when he fought the Hulk and was severely beaten. But his confidence is not affected the way many people think. He does not lose confidence if he is struggling against a powerful foe. He only loses confidence through mind manipulation, which causes him self-doubt, like the case here in his mental battle against Rachel Summers, an Omega-level telepath by her own. Gladiator showed great resistance against her mind control, and Summers admitted that her illusion was slipping and that she could not hold it any longer. This godlike being who can kill with a spit is fighting another powerhouse who possesses vast superhuman strength, endurance, durability, and healing. When Cain Marko found the magical gem of Ceterac, he was granted incredible magical power and transformed into the immortal avatar of Ceterac, known as the unstoppable Juggernaut. Classical Juggernaut presented some incredible feats of invulnerability, which enabled him at one point to tank Thor's most offensive attack unharmed, namely the God Blast. Juggernaut can absorb as much magical power as he needs, augmenting his abilities to unknown limits. He is powerful enough to put Thor in an unbreakable bear hug, where Thor states that he was losing consciousness and maybe life itself. The most powerful version of Juggernaut is the one known as the Trion Juggernaut, who can rip dimensions, space-time, and reality apart. His power can break down barriers most people do not even know exist. He was smashing his way into another dimension, ripping through the fabric of space-time itself. He is described as unstoppable once in motion and can survive without food, water, or oxygen. He is proven that he does not need to eat, drink, or breathe for a month. In the first week, he promised to get revenge on everyone when he got free. After the second, he promised to change his whole life. And after the third, he just wanted out. It was over a month before he saw the light of day. He possesses insane healing that allows him to heal from nearly any damage whatsoever. Even when he was reduced to a skeleton, he managed to fully regenerate and recover once he regained his power. Juggernaut confronted Gladiator in the X-Men cartoon series from the 90s, in Season 3, Episode number 31, titled The Cry of the Banshee, in which Gladiator turned Juggernaut into a ragdoll, tanking his punch unharmed and tossing him away. In comics, however, Juggernaut has never fought Gladiator, but fought the evil King Hyperion to a standstill in a battle that consumed them both. Hyperion managed to rip Juggernaut's magical helmet, but the tough Cain refused to go down and fought Hyperion until he was about to blast him with his heat beams, when the thunderbolts interfered and took down Hyperion before he was burned by the Man-Thing. Check out the annotations for more. Now both Gladiator and Juggernaut have been targeted by inconsistency and have been turned into jobbers on many occasions, especially Juggernaut, who has been defeated by Onslaught, Captain Universe, Scar, Venom, and even Deadpool, in stories which entirely ignored all about his magical strength, endurance, and durability. However, a well-written fight between the two, at their best, would destroy worlds and rip realities apart. The only advantage Gladiator has over Juggernaut is his ability to fly at super speed. He might be able to toss Juggernaut into deep space and leave him there. Thor did that before when he used Mjolnir to open a portal and teleport Juggernaut into space. That was not enough to stop him though, but was enough to keep him at bay. Let me know what you think about this matchup and who you think would win. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thanks for watching and have a nice one.